無益な戦いをするつもりはない。そのために得た力だ。
トルメンタで
テンペスでシブロンブリーチブレイブソウルズ。
Alright, what is going on, guys? This is your boy the Deathmasher, and welcome back to another Bleach Brave Souls video. And yo, guess what? This weekend, Extreme Co-op is coming back, meaning that it's time to make another top 10 list of the best Mind characters to bring for Extreme Co-op. And yes, I said Mind because Mind is the next element to be boosted for Extreme Co-op. And because Mind is very stacked to the brim, to the point that we actually have not one, but two characters that can nullify melee and ranged resistance and all happen to have God Kit, it just makes it the best element to farm Extreme Co-op right now, just because of the fact that we have such a great selection of characters to actually use from. So without further ado, let us go ahead and begin. Now, how this list is going to be categorized is that we have an honorable mentions list where I have picked out 6 characters that will still be very good to run in Extreme Co-op, but will not be able to get the job done as fast as these other top 5 melee and range characters that I have picked out. And then I move on to the top 5 melee characters, and then I move on to the top 5 range characters. And the reason why I separated the characters is just so that way we can actually give a proper highlight to them. So starting off with the honorable mentions, Shiruchi. She does not have Havoc, but she still does have Frenzy with Berserker at 20% laceration on everything, Soul Reaper Killer, so she will have killer advantage. The only bad thing about this character is the fact that her first strong attack is a shave, range collision, 40% pushback strong attack, but even then, she still has a good kit where she has the 800 radius in front of her, and then the third strong attack is the Suction Vortex that Spirit Society, excuse me, 5th Anniversary Byakuya has without the Havoc. So other than that, good kit and can still be used just fine. Up next is Hallibell. Hallibell, she does have Hollow Killer, but even without Killer Effect, she will still be able to work out just fine. And do keep in mind that Extreme Co-op boosts the attribute, not the killers. So you can pretty much just go with any unit that has SP and focus at level 10, or even just SP level 10, and you will still be able to get the job done just fine, even with a no affiliation killer, for example. So yeah, Frenzy with 40% Berserker and Guard Break, no Havoc. Now, the only sucky thing about her first strong attack is the fact that it is the 18% mag pushback strong attack. However, her second strong attack and the third strong attack is exactly the same as Shiruchi's, minus the third strong attack being the standard full screen third strong attack. So other than that, she will still be able to hit insanely hard and be able to get the job done just fine. And then up next, we have the Canferno Zalapro. Now, unfortunately, this dude does not have Berserker, but he still does have Frenzy with Havoc at 20%, Poison on everything, as well as the Revival mechanic, which is very useful for Extreme Co-op, especially for when it comes to getting fast runs done. And, you know, if you guys are prone to die very easily, the Revival mechanic is always a very nice option to have. His first strong attack is the 3000 length beam move. Second strong attack, unfortunately, is the Crawling Vortex, which is pretty bad. However, the third strong attack is just fine. 1080 radius, so pretty much he's basically the Power Aizen out of the selected list of characters that I've handpicked. But other than that, very good character and has his utility. And up next, Baragan. Baragan has Frenzy, but no Havoc and Berserker, weakening on everything, so if you guys happen to have him 5 out of 5 like I do, you guys will be able to hit insanely hard with the Soul Bomb, and he still does have a pretty good kit, being the Launch on first, second strong attack being the 2500 length beam move, and then the third strong attack is 1025 radius in front of him. So it's basically more or less the same kit as Fierce Battle Ichigo. The only difference is that his activation times are way slower compared to Fierce Battle Ichigo, and he's going to be hitting a lot less compared to Fierce Battle Ichigo. But that's just about it. Shinji, the Lost Asian version. Now, keep in mind that this character does have Holo Killer, but even then, killers just don't matter for extreme co-op. He still does have Frenzy with Havoc at 20%, with a strong attack damage plus 25% link, but no recharge, so that is gonna be somewhat annoying. But he still has pretty much the same exact kit as Baragon, except he has Havoc, so he is going to be having a lot more range in his strong attacks, and his second strong attack has a way larger width, being 1080 radius. Keep in mind that Shinji is the only type of character that has the 3000 length beam move on the second strong attack with this kind of width. Like, no other character even comes close, and then the third strong attack is 1200 radius. So, yeah. Obviously, if you guys have any unit 5 out of 5, it completely nullifies the list that I've picked out, minus the characters that you will use that nullify melee and ranged resistance. And then last of the honorable mentions, Zombie Toshiro. Now, I did want to put this character at number 5 of the melee characters. However, I decided to pick someone that got resurrected that actually happens to have a way better kit than this Toshiro, and just outperforms him. But he does have double lunges, Frenzy with Berserker at 20%, no Havoc unfortunately, but he does have double lunges, as you guys can see right here, and then the third strong attack is 975 radius in front of him. Pretty good character to use, and if you guys did get him 5 out of 5 from the 1000 Year Blower round 14 banner, the step up banner, then this character will still be good to go regardless. And now, let's just go ahead and begin the top 5 best mind characters to bring for Extreme Co-op. Coming in at number 5, I have to give it to Fugo Ginjo now. I am going to be getting some controversy for actually putting this character at number 5 between Zombie Toshiro, because I know a lot of you guys actually hate Ginjo. Like, the amount of hate that Ginjo has is pretty freaking stupid if you ask me, and the fact that Ginjo came back stronger than ever, I just think that the hate needs to go away because, okay, without the resurrection, he did not have Frenzy. Like, this is what he had before getting resurrected. Just a Berserker of 20%, Bruiser 20%, Devastation 40, Havoc at 20%, Long Reach plus 20%, Sprint plus 1. He was garbage. But now, after resurrection, look at what he got. He got Frenzy, and he still kept the Berserker at 20% while also having Havoc at 20%. So, and keep in mind that this character actually has a very, very good kit where his first strong attack is a 2400 length beam move. However, it is also a type of cone-shaped attack. So, of course, the enemies that are close to you, you will just be able to get a small portion of them, but from the far away distance, you will be able to get a huge crowd of mobs that are on the map. And the second strong attack is 810 radius, and then the third strong attack is a lunge, 960 radius. But yeah, what can I say? Ginjo just came back better than ever and is by far the best Ginjo that we have gotten into the game. If you guys actually happen to have him 5 out of 5, do not sleep on this character. Heck, do not sleep on this character in general, because this guy came back better than ever and is and was the best Mind Soul Reaper killer before Noel came out. Like, that's all I gotta really say about this character. Like, he was pretty damn good. And he still is to this day, so yeah. And also, do keep in mind that he has a low stamina at 30% with strong attack recharge time of minus 10%. Guys, if you give this dude a Senkaimon Ichigo and you guys happen to die, you will be able to get that 30% extra damage that you can do when at low health. So, literally, Frenzy with Berserker at 20% plus the low stam, you're going to be doing 70% extra damage with your strong attacks, which is actually insane. Like, do not sleep on this character. Up next, at number 4, I have to give it to the Mind Hikone. He is still the best Can't Fear World Mind character that we have gotten so far. And he is still very usable just because of the fact that he has Frenzy and Long Stride. So for when it comes to flash stepping, he will be able to zoom all the way across the map. Not as fast as TLA Soifon, mind you, but it's just about enough to get the job done. First strong attack is a actual lunge. That being said, it does have hitbox problems. Second strong attack, 800 radius in front of him, or her, or it, whatever, I don't care. I'm not even trying to specify the actual gender for Hikone. And then the third strong attack is 1000 radius full screen. You cannot go wrong with this character. The only thing you can pretty much go wrong is the fact that he doesn't have Berserker or Havoc at 20%, but honestly, the long stride really does make up for it because you can just basically get a very fast run with Hikone. That being said, it doesn't nullify melee resistance, so you will still need to run range characters regardless, because trust me, that 30% nullify melee resistance headband ain't gonna cut it alone. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Up next, at number 3, it is Fierce Battle Ichigo. Okay, now, the reason why I've put him above Hikone is literally because of the fact that he has the transformation mechanic on his special, and actually hits way harder than Hikone, just because of the simple fact that he has a Berserker at 40%, and also has hidden enemies, so he has an inbuilt Zeta Pill to pretty much make this unit even stronger, and not having to use a Zeta Pill just to sacrifice potential damage that you can do with this Ichigo. And he plays exactly like the Mind Baragon. Lunge on SA1, Beam on SA2, 2500 length beam at that, 975 radius, third strong attack. This guy hits insanely hard, bruh. Now sure, the third strong attack, it doesn't have the same exact range as Baragon, but you'll be able to hit from behind, and you will be able to have your strong attacks activated a lot faster compared to Baragon's, even though you will not have any type of status ailment whatsoever. And honestly, this guy, I know a lot of people will actually have this guy 5 out of 5 and will still be worth bringing into Extreme Co-op should you guys happen to not have Noel or Daddy Ichigo. Up next at number 2 of the melee characters, Candice. Candice, in and of itself, is still by far one of the best Aronker killers that we have gotten for Mind, and is just overall one of the best Stern Raiders that we have gotten in the game, period, right behind Ligebaro, however the hell you want to pronounce his name. Strong attack recharge time of minus 12%, Frenzy with Havoc at 20%, with Berserker at 20%, as well as weakened defense on her special, and has paralysis on everything. So as a character, she is going to be having a lot more range compared to Zombie Toshio. She will be hitting a lot more harder than Zombie Toshio. Like, do I need to say anything else? Like, she has the lunge on SA1, 960 radius in front of her, and then the third strong attack is 1200 radius, and she also has Sprinter plus 2. Now, she will not be able to flash step all the way across the map like Hikone. However, she will still be able to flash step just fine and be able to dodge a lot of attacks that the enemies will dish out. So other than that, if you don't have Ichigo, which I'm about to highlight, she is going to be the best Mind character to bring. And finally at number 1, you guys expected this. There's no need to worry. I'll protect you. 1000-year Bloodward 10-year later version of Ichigo Kurosaki. This guy has freaking 9 skills with Frenzy, Havoc at 20%, Berserker at 60%, Bombardment, Enhancer plus 10 seconds, Marauder, and Sprinter plus 2. Marauder is basically Nullify melee resistance plus Guard Break. Meaning that this character, if you don't have Noel like me, he is going to be your go-to unit for Extreme Co-op. Now that being said, this character does have his issue. The second strong attack is a boost attack. Now it is going to be very useful regardless, because it means that you will be able to boost all the other Mind characters that are basically going to be with you in the team, and be able to basically boost their attack and focus by 33%, allowing you to do even more damage. But that being said, for Ichigo, okay, so he has God Kid. He has the 3000 length beam move, 960 radius in front of him, and the third strong attack is full screen. But that being said, because his second strong attack is a boost, it is going to take around 20 seconds to use the strong attack again. When given triple 14% recharge links, you can pretty much get that reduced to 19 seconds, which is basically the way you want to go about it for Ichigo. You want to go with triple 14% recharge links on this character in order to get the second strong attack back a lot faster, since it is the 960 radius in front of him. But other than that, Ichigo, just a splendid unit. I love this unit as a whole, and he will definitely be carrying through Extreme Co-op alongside Noel. And that's basically the melee characters completely summed up. And now let us move on to the actual range characters. Coming in at number 5, I have to give it to Fierce Battle Kisuke, because this guy is basically mind Tokinata without the fact that he doesn't have the transformation mechanic. But that being said, he hits stupidly hard on his nat string just because of the fact that he has Flurry with guard break, 40% bruiser, and the normal attack damage plus 20% soul trait. So yeah, you want to use Kisuke for when you're not toasting, because let me be real here, NAD units, you're not going to be able to do anything with the Soul Bomb. But for when it comes to dishing out pure raw damage, he will still be able to get the job done regardless. And if enemies are about to attack you, you can still use the first strong attack as protection, since it is the 40% mag pushback. And if you want even more protection, you can use the second strong attack, which basically grants you shields, and it happens to be the same SA2 that Tokinata has, being the range collision vortex pushback, and then the third strong attack is full screen. Obviously, you're just going to be using the second strong attack for Kisuke and nothing more, and you'll just basically be spamming your normal attack button just to pretty much, well, snipe with your NAD. Like, that's all that really needs to be said about Kisuke. Now, obviously, in Extreme Co-op, there are no Heart Link slot potions, so if you guys are thinking about bringing Kisuke just for the Link slot potions, you're not going to do that. But as a NAD unit, he will still work extremely well. Like, don't worry about that. Now, coming in at number 4, I have to give it to Machine Society Retsu. And Machine Society Retsu, she too, like Tsuruchi, is basically a discount Daddy Ichigo and Noel, but done very well because of the fact that she has Frenzy with Berserker at 20%, has Guard Break, and also has Havoc at 20%, and her entire kit has Freeze while the Nat String has Paralysis. So overall, very good. That being said, the only small letdown that this character has is that she has the 3-way split SA1, which is basically the same as Thousand Year Blower Orihime and Thousand Year Blower Kisuke. But considering this character actually has Havoc and Guard Break, you will be able to make a better use out of the strong attack and be able to kill a lot more consistently, even though this strong attack in and of itself is quite inconsistent. However, she still does come armed with the 960 radius AoE in front of her, just like Noel and Daddy Ichigo, and she has the 1200 radius full screen third strong attack, just like Noel and Daddy Ichigo. So overall, still a very good character to bring about. Like, very, 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 very good. And considering this character will be back in more banners, you're pretty much more likely to get this character 5 out of 5 compared to any other Thousand Year Blower or Can't Fear Enrolled character. Like, literally. Up next at number 3, I have to give it to Sternritter V, the Visionary, Gremi Tuma, I don't know how to spell his actual second name, but yeah, the reason why he's at number 3 compared to Machine Society Retsu is just because of the fact that he has the revival mechanic on the actual special. That being said, in terms of overall skills and kit, he doesn't have Guard Break, but he still does have Frenzy with Havoc at 20% and is immune to all status ailments. So for when it comes to bringing him into Extreme Co-op, he will be a very valuable asset, and you will be able to also not get poisoned, not get burned, nothing like that. Like, you'll be able to withstand any type of status ailments, whether it be pools or whether it be enemies trying to inflict you with weakening. Like, you'll just be safe with Gremi. That being said, his SA1 sucks. It's the 18% mag pushback strong attack, which is basically the same as Aura and 5th Anniversary Byakuya, but just like Machine Society Retsu, he comes armed with the 960 radius AoE in front of him and the 1200 radius full screen third strong attack. He has burn on everything minus the second strong attack being Laceration, but other than that, still a very good character to bring about for extreme co-op, especially since, well, I mean, okay, yeah, sure, the killer doesn't matter, but hey, he's a rocker killer too here, so, just needed to add a bit more context to that. Plus, he's also my favorite Stern At number 2, I'm gonna have to give it to, Koga Kuchiki. Wait, is it Kuchiki? Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought he didn't have Kuchiki in his name, but, yeah. No Berserker at 20%, but he still does have Frenzy with Havoc at 20%. So even though he is going to be hitting slightly less compared to Remy and Machine Society Retsu, he has the best kit out of all of them. Like, he just has it. And because he is also in the premium pool, you guys are more likely to get this guy 5 out of 5 compared to most 1000 Year Blower or Canfield World characters, especially considering this guy has been getting spammed a lot in the actual banners. And bruh, RIP Ara Nieto, because I know this guy pulled so many copies of Koga. I actually feel bad about him. But that being said, you cannot go wrong with this character just because of the fact that he has the 3000 length beam move. He has the 960 radius AoE Distant Straw Attack, and the third Straw Attack is the 1173rd Straw Attack. Like, look, Koga is my favorite character to play as just because of the fact that he has the best kit out of all the actual characters that we have gotten in the game. Like, I just love how you can just basically aim with all 3 of your strong attacks and be able to get as many mobs as possible. He is still the best mind holo killer that we have in the game and will still be able to hit insanely hard even without the killer. Especially if you guys have him 5 out of 5 with 500 SP like I do. So Koga, he is still a beast to bring. And then, I don't need to even say it, Noel Nihashi from Burn the Witch. Frenzy, Havoc at 20%, 60% Berserker, strong attack damage plus 20%, while also maintaining the strong attack recharge time of minus 12%, except instead of being it as a soul trait, it is as an actual skill, so you will still be able to get the cooldowns just fine, and you will be able to spam the SA2 compared to Daddy Ichigo. Now, the only flaw I have to give to this character is the fact that she doesn't have any type of status elements on her kit. Well, I mean, it's kind of subjective, but that's just my overall intake about it. But my real complaint about this character is the fact that her activation time on her SA1 is just retarded, because you will need to wait about a second in order to be able to activate the strong attack and be able to get the damage done, and because, yeah, you need to be very careful with that first strong attack. But even then, she still has God Kit. 3000 length beam move on her SA1, 960 radius AoE distant strong attack on her SA2, and her SA3 is 1200 radius. And she also has Nullify ranged resistance. So yeah, even though she may not have bombardment or guard break, she still has the Nullify ranged resistance 100% skill to completely make up for the fact, and with the fact that her second strong attack only takes about 8 seconds to come back compared to Daddy Ichigo's strong attack, where it takes about 20 to 19 seconds to come back. So Noelle, she's gonna be the fastest unit to bring for extreme co-op, while Ichigo is basically going to be providing a lot of support and a lot of nuking potential compared to Noelle. So either way, whether you bring Ichigo or Noelle for extreme co-op, they will both work. It will just depend on who you have transcended and who you have the most dupes out of in terms of being able to get fast runs for extreme co-op. So yeah, that basically concludes the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have actually liked this video, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent videos, and also do not forget to follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description down below. Let's get to 100 followers, guys, because we are pretty much almost there for when it comes to getting to that goal alone, and do expect some streams for extreme co-op when that does drop. So yeah, this has been your boy the Death Smasher, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, lads.